what I call the big test. This will test whether the municipality has the, you know what, to make some serious decisions relative to transportation and traffic. This will be interesting. One is the new Graduate Hotel. And one of the things that's really interesting is that, you know, most of you know I live on Bank Street. We've owned Bank Street, Francoise and I have owned Bank Street now for, what, 40-some years? And we've always parked one of our cars, if we had two cars, in the parking deck. We still do, because sometimes you can't find parking in the street, so we pay the $280 a month to have access back to the parking deck. So I walk from Bank Street to the parking deck a lot, right? Now, one of the things that I find incredible is that that they approved the hotel. I mean, not only did it encroach in my backyard, but that's neither here nor there. But one of the things that's interesting about it is that because I walk every day, or many times, to the parking deck, I have to go down Chambers Street. Now this is Chambers Street in the wintertime, right? You got this little 3-foot path. And that's a little closer look at it. Now the main entrance to this hotel is on Chambers Street, right? And I'm going like, how in the world do you get from the university, which is probably one of the biggest clients, to that entrance in one direction, and how do you get it from the other direction? And then the third direction is how you flow through the parking deck. Now this is important because this is a continuation of that interior walkway in the other direction. So I think it needs a new crosswalk. And they go, oh no, we don't need a new crosswalk. We'll just wait and see. Well, it's not wait and see. Come on, let's plan ahead. So now it needs another crosswalk here. And it needs wider sidewalks. Clearly it needs wider sidewalks. But in order to get wider sidewalks, the town has to eliminate 5 parking spaces. Will it do it? This is the big test. Will it have the guts to say we're going to leave? And they have not been there for what, 2 years now. Nobody misses them. Nobody misses them. So eliminate the 5 parking spaces and widen the sidewalk. Now here's a doodle. That's the little narrow sidewalk. What would happen if we would just widen that sidewalk and take the parking out the other side? You can maybe widen the other one if you want, but just widen it to the point that you finally have got a decent access to the most expensive building in town. Or are they going to have people walk in the snow on that little 3-foot path, and will they take 5 parking spaces off of town? Now, any of you know, follow the work of Jan Gehl and people like that, is why Copenhagen is the town that it is. It's because Jan Gehl, every year for 20 years, took 5 or 6 parking spaces out of the downtown, and nobody ever misses it, and now it's considered to be the most walkable city in the world. And he's the #2 planner in the world, primarily. But will the town have the guts to do this? That will be the big test. If they do not do this, then there's lots of things that are going to fall after that, I suspect. But then here's another one. I find this absolutely extraordinary. This is a driveway for 1 car. 1 car. And he has access off of 206 to his garages. But his 1 car has this whole driveway. And it is the ugliest thing, particularly if you walk from my house down to the Y for exercise. You cannot walk on this side of the street. Now, what would happen, flipping in the other direction, if somehow or another the town again had the guts to say, listen, this is just ridiculous, that we actually did a double row of trees and we made a walkway that connected the Y to the hotel to the university all the way up and down that street. Well, wouldn't that be an interesting thing? We will see. Now, this one may be a little bit of a stretch for the town, but the first one, I think, is my test too.